Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a Thursday night video right here on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadows Lair. And I'd like to welcome you all once again inside the Shadows Lair. Be safe, because it's a very scary place. But once again, thank you for coming in. This is episode number 41 of the Shadows Lair series. Don't know if we're going to get to 50, but we'll get pretty damn close to 50. Probably by next year we'll hit 50, and then we'll hopefully hit 100 by the end of next year. But we'll see what happens with that. Excuse me. But anyway, thank you all for watching episode 41 of the Shadows Lair series. My name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that. You knew that already. Welcome to the show. I hope you have fun. And if you like the video, smash that like button. Stick that thumb straight up the wazoo on this video and my other videos as well. And if you still like it, you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down there, dude. Down in the 669th level of hell, otherwise known as the description box. And as always, if you want to get interactive with me and follow me on social media, but you have to be real. If you're not real, get off the fucking internet. But if you're a real person and a real subscriber, then you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and friend me on Facebook. And share the video all over the internet. Share it with your friends and have them subscribe to my channel. And that's that. And also, if you want to see more of my show, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't ever miss an upload, because if you do, you miss out on great content, and you just miss out, and that's just too bad for you. But if this is your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoy the ride. This is a bumpy one, and we're gonna keep on going until we say so. And if you don't like that, then get off. Get off the train, get off the horse, get off my dick. Unless you're a lady, then you can stay on as long as you want. But I digress. So, like the video, share the video, follow me on social media, share the video all over the goddamn place, smash that like button to death, and don't forget to hit the bell, get notified when I do a video, and that's pretty much it. There's a lot more content to come in the next 7 weeks of this year. We're 7 weeks away from my allergies are acting up. That's why my nose is really itchy, and I got allergies up the wazoo right now. It's the fucking cat. But yeah, like the cat's around somewhere. I'm not allergic to the cat, but I'm just saying. But in any event, just allergies up the wazoo today. But in any event, thank you all for watching. I hope you like what you see. And if you do, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and do whatever else you fucking want to do. That's all I gotta say about that. And we will move on from there. Alright, I hope everybody had a great Thursday. Because the weekend is here, the first official weekend of November. We're going to start getting into the nitty-gritty. Like I said, 7 weeks away. This weekend, we turn the clock back an hour, starting at Saturday night at 2 a.m. becomes 1 a.m., so we gain an extra hour of sleep, which would be good for some of you. Most of you, well, we don't care. You stay up to like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning anyway, like me sometimes, but it is what it is. Some of us will need that extra hour of sleep because, we got a big weekend coming up. We got Crown Jewel on Saturday, we got other stuff coming up. We got football Sunday, as always, and we might got the World Series coming up. Game 5 has started. I don't know what the score is. I will look it up later. The Astros coming off a combined no-hitter last night. They won 5-0, and they got their best pitchers on the mound coming up. They got Justin Verlander on the mound tonight. Hopefully he can have a better game than Game 1 against Aaron Nola, who won that game, so we'll see what happens with that. But this series is going back to Houston on Saturday for Game 6 and possibly Game 7. And then after this weekend, no more baseball till February. So the hot stove will be getting red hot after this weekend. And we'll be talking about where Judge goes, where DeGrom goes, where Edwin Diaz goes, Brandon Nimmo, and everybody else who's a free agent or might be traded. But that hot stove is going to get red hot this coming winter and going into January and possibly February. And then we're talking pitchers and catchers. And then we're going to start the spring training schedule in March. Well, late February, early March. And then the season will begin, I believe, on the end of March or early April, probably around WrestleMania weekend. So the boys of summer are coming back. We got that. Also got the Rangers and that shit team in Boston playing tonight in Madison Square Garden. I hope the Bruins get their butts kicked tonight so I can laugh. But we'll see what happens with that. So a lot of stuff happening tonight. Also got Thursday Night Football that I'm not even watching, so I could care less. But in any event, whatever you're doing tonight, hope you're having fun and being safe, and that's all that matters. I've got a big weekend coming up. So hopefully you have a great weekend as well. All right, I had a pretty good day today. Worked, did some errands here and there, and now I'm just basically chilling, watching some YouTube stuff. Rant Rate podcast is on now. The lovely Issa's going on soon, talking about Crown Jewel. That's why I want to do it now. So I was going to do it tomorrow, but I got a lot of things to do tomorrow, so might not be able to get a video up because I'll probably be out till about 5, 6 o'clock, and then by the time I come back, I'm going to be tired, and then I want to recharge so I can watch SmackDown and Rampage, live Rampage, taped SmackDown. But what I did see is that Roman Reigns and Ronda Rousey are going to be on next week's SmackDown. That's for Ringside News. So, that's good. We'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so on episode 41 of The Shadow's Lair. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. And like the video and leave a comment or two. That's it. Alright, so let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, on episode 41, it is time for your WWE Crown Jewel 4 predictions. Crown Jewel comes your way Saturday afternoon beginning at 12 p.m. here in the Northeast and other times wherever you may be, probably like 9 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. 5 o'clock in England and in Italy. All that other good stuff, but should be a good show. The talk of the town right now is the safety of the wrestlers and the people of Saudi Arabia, because Iran was about a day or two ago saying that there was going to be an impending attack on Saudi Arabia. So I mean, and the WWE said that they had contingency plans so they can move out of Riyadh. They can go to somewhere else in Saudi Arabia. The U.S. was monitoring everything. But right now, I have a story up on Ringside News that really kind of denies all these rumors. So I talked about that the other day, about the Wall Street Journal story about Iran possibly invading Saudi Arabia. But today, and this is coming from Ringside News, the Bible of all wrestling talk, according to a Wall Street Journal report, Iran's foreign ministry has denied claims that they are planning an attack on Saudi Arabia, Ibris, and Iraq. Ibris, I guess, is a country. I don't know. I never heard of Ibris, but Idris Elba? No. So yeah, so they're thinking of trying to attack around Saudi Arabia area, like Iraq. Oh, we need another Iran-Iraq war. Great. I never heard of Ibris, and in Saudi Arabia, I don't know why they would do that, besides the oil situation. But anyway, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Nasser Kanaini, I can't even say this guy's name, because you know how all these foreigners with the stupid names. Nasser Kanaani, I guess that's how you say it, refuted Saudi's claims, calling them baseless, while insisting that the Iranian government was focused on diplomacy within the region. That's a lie. I saw an Instagram story about the protesters were hurting innocent people, and there was like a whole bunch of blood on the streets. It was just sickening to look at on Instagram. Crazy. Anyway, recently, tensions between Iran and Saudi Arabia have been on the rise amid protests that broke out on the former streets. The death of a young woman who was detained by the morality police for not wearing the proper attire, her burqa or whatever she wears. Iran blamed the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Israel for the increasing unrest within its country. Yeah, sure, blame us for not... Blame the United States for... Everybody has to blame the United States. We had nothing to do with it. Fix your country, asshole! Anyway, WWE recently stated that it planned to go ahead with Crown Jewel, despite threats of an impending attack. The company even stated that it had security protocols, which I just mentioned before, and emergency contingencies in place for any issues that may take place. So they can move it to another arena, have extra security. They want to keep everybody that's going there, especially the big-time performers like Roman and company, safe. So that's pretty damn good. Crown Jewel is set to take place this weekend, and blah, blah, blah. So we got that. So, they're going to do this pay-per-view. I'm thinking they really should cancel it, because God forbid something happens between now and Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon here in the Northeast. We could hear something like Saturday morning, like, the bombs went off in Riyadh, right near the stadium, and they had to evacuate the stadium and some shit like that. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear they bombed the plane or something like that. That carries the wrestlers who went in. I think it was they came in today or yesterday, and they're going out probably Sunday morning, going back to the United States because it got Raw on Monday night. It's just a very scary situation, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. But if I was Vince McMahon, or not even Vince McMahon, if I was Hunter and Stephanie, hi Steph, I would cancel this fucking shit. I know they got another 5-6 years left on the Saudi contract with the Blood Prince, but you can add an extra event. You don't have to do Saturday. I mean, you could just push it back. What I think they should do is push it back till December, or make it early January. You didn't have day one, so why don't you just put something early January, like the first weekend of January in Saudi Arabia? But I guess, you know how WWE is that the show must go on. They even wrestled in a freaking hurricane. Not a hurricane, but a storm that almost canceled night one of WrestleMania. But they still went through it after the rain went bye-bye. They still did the event, and then, even though the ring was all wet, and then night two rained, but they still got that off without a hitch. So, the old adage for the WWE, the show must go on. They're just going to do the show amidst all this possible terror around the country. So hopefully nothing goes bad, and hopefully the safety of the wrestlers and the crew, and the pilots of the plane going back from Saudi Arabia Saturday night or probably Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, whenever they actually leave, because that's a long flight. That is a very long flight. I'll tell you that much. That's like 2 stopovers, at least 2. Because I think they go from Saudi Arabia to London, and then London to here, which is like 8 hours. But hopefully nothing happens, and they get this pay-per-view off, and it's a decent pay-per-view, and then we won't have to talk about it anymore. So we got all that. But amidst all that, I'm going to give you my Crown Jewel predictions for the pay-per-view on Saturday afternoon, beginning at 12 o'clock on Peacock. But anyway, we got 8 matches on the card. No pre-show, as usual. Thank the Lord for that. Alright, so I'm going to go from bottom to top, as I always do, and I'm taking this once again from the Wikipedia page. And here we go. We're not going to go too long. How much time we got left here? Let's see here. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to try to get this done in about 10. But let me move on. All right. So we're going to start off with the match that got announced yesterday. That is for the women's tag team titles in a rematch from Monday Night Raw. We got the new champs, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Hit my dick. They take on Damage Control of Dakota Kai and my third wife, Io Sky. We'll see what happens with this. I don't think there'll be... I want there to be the title change. They're going right back to Asuka, Io and Dakota to get the belts back. Because I think later on, Bayley is going to beat Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. So Damage Control will have all the belts and not be so deflated. Because right now, they're really doing nothing with Damage Control. Just making Bayley look good. Making Io look good. I mean, they look great, but, I mean, I really don't think they should have lost the belts on Monday. They should have lost it maybe at this event or at the Royal Rumble maybe, but they probably will be in the Royal Rumble because they're talking about the biggest Royal Rumble ever. And there's rumors that it's going to be a 40-man, 40-woman battle royal. How are you going to get 40 women? Boggles my mind. 40 men, I can see that. 40 women, I highly doubt that. I don't even think there's 40 women in the WWE on all the rosters. SmackDown, Raw, NXT, even NXT Level Up or Main Event. They probably have to get people from catering to come out, like Dana Brooke and, Tamina and just Doudrop, Or people come back, like surprise comebacks, like Tegan Nox or Sasha Banks and Naomi, who knows? But in any event, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a title change. I'll probably lose it, but I'm gonna go with Io and Dakota Kai to get the belts right back, and we'll see what happens with that. So we move on from there. All right, then we're gonna go to the men's tag team titles, the unified tag team titles, as we got the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, throw up your ones, because we the ones. They take on the Brawling Brutes of Ridge Holland and our good friend, Butch. Now, this is a rematch from SmackDown, where the Usos got the win. I would assume Sammy's going to be there. I don't know if Sammy's going to be there because, he's Muslim, and I think he has some issues with going to Saudi Arabia. So he might be there, he might not. But if he's not, then Solo Sikoa will be there to walk down that aisle with his cousins. But in the end, I'm going to go with the Usos to retain. I just don't see him losing till possibly WrestleMania against either Sammy and Kevin Owens or maybe the Viking Raiders. But I don't even see the Viking Raiders getting. They'll get a title shot, but they won't win. And if they do get a title shot, it'll probably be on a random SmackDown or at the Royal Rumble. But we'll see what happens. Or maybe at the Elimination Chamber in February. But we'll see. So my prediction for that match is the Usos to retain the unified tag team titles. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship. SmackDown's not being defended this year. I don't know why. I guess, well, we all know why. Ronda doesn't even want to go to fucking Saudi Arabia. Among others, Kevin Owens is not going to be there. I think Sammy might not be there. Roman's going to be there with Paul Heyman, obviously. So we got that. Yeah, because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. They're looking down the card, and Sami Zayn's name is not even on it. So Sammy is not going to be there, which kind of sucks for the Saudi Arabian fans. I'm not feeling very oozy about that. But we move on. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Alright, so we got the last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship. We got Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's not even her hair. She's Bianca Belair. She takes on her arch nemesis. I think this is the third or fourth match in their not even a trilogy. In their big storyline, big feud. It's Bayley. Don't give me a hug. Now, this is going to be another brutal match, like their match at Extreme Rules was with that ladder match, which somehow Bianca retained, even with, Io and Dakota getting involved. But, yeah, I can see something like that happening in this match. I think Asuka and Alexa will get involved. It's going to be a big, humongous clusterfuck, and there's basically no rules, so they can't get disqualified. You have to answer the bell by a 10 count. You have to answer the 10 count by the referee to win the belt or retain. This is going to be brutal, but I'm going to go with Bayley to finally exercise her demon and beat Bianca, win the Raw Women's Championship, bring some gold back to Damage Control, and I think she's going to hold it for a few months. I think she will defend it probably at the Royal Rumble, or it won't be inside the Elimination Chamber. I think there will be a series of matches to see who goes inside the Elimination Chamber, and then who wins that will face off against Bayley at WrestleMania, which could be Asuka. I doubt it's going to be Lexi, but who knows? I would love for it to be Asuka, and then Asuka wins it. That would make me even more happy. But then again, I would like to see Asuka join up with Damage Control. So we get 2/3 of the Black Lotus tribe. Now we can just get Kairi to come over from Japan. Then you got the entire Black Lotus tribe. But I don't see that happening, but a man can dream. So I'm going to go with Bayley to pick up the win. Alright, then we go to our next match. We got big beefy men slapping meat. Got a couple of these matches. So the first one up is Braun Strowman taking on the big black diesel himself, the Nigerian giant Omos, or as we say, Nomos, with MVP, but MVP is not going to be there at the event, so Omos is going alone. So this is going to be a big, beefy, smashing, brutal beatdown match. I'm not really looking forward to this feud. I don't even like this match itself. But I'm going to go with the big man, Braun Strowman, to pick up the win and move on. And that's pretty much it. So Braun Strowman will get the win in a pretty brutal, big beefy men slapping meat match. And we're going to move on from there. Alright, another brutal match is going to be inside of a steel cage, brother! We got Drew McIntyre taking on Killer Kross with the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux at ringside. This is going to be another hellacious match like the strap match was at Extreme Rules, which Killer Kross won. Now, after Drew almost tried to kill Killer Kross and Scarlett in that accident in the back a couple weeks ago, now Drew's like, you can't run, you can't hide. It's like, I want you in a cage. And usually cage matches usually end the feud unless this is going all the way to Hell in a Cell. Not the event Hell in a Cell, because that's gone. But maybe at the Royal Rumble, they'll do a Hell in a Cell match. Which I doubt, because I think both of them will be in there. And then both of them will probably be in the Elimination Chamber. They could do it at WrestleMania. I mean, not the first time we had a Hell in a Cell match. That was at WrestleMania 29 with Undertaker and Triple H and Shawn Michaels as a referee. End of an era match. That was freaking epic itself. And that too. So this is going to be a brutal match. Probably, as always, no blood. I think Scarlett would somehow get involved. Maybe climb the cage. Maybe dive off the cage. I don't know. But she's going to get involved somehow. But I'm going to go with Killer Kross to win. And this will probably be the 4th straight match that Drew McIntyre loses on pay-per-view. Really doing nothing with Drew McIntyre right now. But I can see Drew McIntyre winning. And then maybe there'll be one final match. Or they just end the feud here with Drew McIntyre winning. But I don't know what they're going to do here. I still think the feud is going to continue on. But we'll see what happens with that. But my gut says I'm going to go with Killer Kross to beat the living crap out of Drew McIntyre. Give him another loss on pay-per-view. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Then I'm going to skip a match and I'm going to get back to that. We got a 6-man tag team match player. We got the OC, the original club, the former Bullet Club members of the phenomenal AJ Styles, teaming with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, even though he has a match against Julio for the Never Openweight Championship on Saturday at Battle Autumn, but he can't be there, obviously, so he's going to be dropping that title, or just losing it by forfeit. I don't know how New Japan is going to work that out. That maybe Julio gets his own belt, and then maybe if Carl Anderson has any more dates in New Japan, which I doubt because they had a verbal agreement, he could come on Raw and say, hey, I'm still the champ. But I doubt that's going to happen. But anyway, the OC, just sweep me for the love of God, they take on the Judgment Day of Fiend Balor, Punishment Martinez, otherwise known as Damian Priest. All rise! No, not for Aaron Judge. Fuck that guy. But anyway, got Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Guerrero. I mean, Mysterio. With his mommy, Rhea Ripley, at ringside. So, this is going to be a big-time match. You know, the Judgment Day just destroying the OC. They destroyed Edge and destroyed Beth fucking Phoenix. They're just on a roll right now. You know, the OC coming back. Gallows and Anderson now back with the company for, I believe, the second time. After getting released a few years ago. Now back with their brother AJ. But, you know, the numbers game has been, over the last couple weeks, has been with the Judgment Day. You know, Rhea Ripley gets involved. Dominic somehow beat AJ. Finn beat Carl Anderson. They're just on a roll right now. But I think the roll is coming to an end. So I'm going to go with the OC to pick up the victory. And we could see Raquel Rodriguez get involved because she was on house shows teaming up with the OC to get rid of this Rhea Ripley problem. And there was rumors going around that she was going to join the OC, not officially, kind of like an honorary member, like an honorary Uso like Sammy is. But actually, he's not the honorary Uso no more. He's just an Uso. Sammy Uso. So we got that. So she's going to be an honorary member of the OC. And she's going to take care of Rhea Ripley. So they're going to start another feud like they did in NXT. And I think that's going to be big, beefy women slapping meat. But we shall see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with the OC to pick up the victory. And kind of put a damper on the Judgment Day for a little bit. And that's it. Alright. Then we're going to get to the real big beefy men slapping meat match. And that is Brock Lesnar returning to pay-per-view to face the almighty Bobby Lashley. I thought this was going to be for the United States title, but as we saw a couple weeks ago on Raw during the season premiere at MSG, Brock made his return. And right after Bobby Lashley beat him up, gave him a couple of F5s, laid him out, and then Seth Rollins won the U.S. title. And we know Seth Rollins is not going to Saudi Arabia, so he's going to defend the title on United States soil, most likely, against probably Mustafa Ali. We'll get that later. So no titles on the line. And the last time we saw this match was at the Royal Rumble this year, where Bobby beat Brock to get the WWE title, which then, you know what happened after that. What was I saying? Yeah, and then, you know, a week later, Bobby Lashley came out, beat the fucking shit out of Brock Lesnar, put him through the announce table, and then as we saw this past week, they had that pull-apart brawl. Even Triple H couldn't even handle it. So, something's got to give here. And, you know, this is going to last all the way to WrestleMania, most likely. So, we got another December, January, February, about 3.5 more months of this feud going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know if they'll have a match at the Royal Rumble or they'll both be in the Rumble and probably eliminate each other. And then they'll probably be inside the Elimination Chamber beating the crap out of each other. And then they'll culminate with, I guess, another match at WrestleMania, either night 1 or night 2, and we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar to get the win. I think he needs to get the win, get his revenge from the Royal Rumble. Or was it day one or the Royal Rumble? I forget which one it was, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar to pick up the victory, and that's that. All right, about to lose time. Anyway, so that's that. All right, so the main event, Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, with the Bloodline, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa, and my name is Paul Heyman, taking on Logan Paul with his dumbass fucking brother, Jake Paul, who got announced that he will be in his brother Logan Paul's corner. Just about a day or so ago, he was announced that Jake Paul is going to be with his brother Logan in his corner. I don't think it matters, because Roman is going to smash, stack, and pin this son of a bitch. And if this match goes longer than 10 minutes, that's going to really piss me off. This match has to last at least 5 to 8 minutes. This match shouldn't last 10 minutes at all. Logan Paul is garbage. This is his third match. And you really think that he's going to take Roman to past his limits? Probably not. You know, he might get this close to winning the belt, but I think the Usos and Solo Sikoa are going to beat the fuck out of Jake Paul, and they're going to do something near the end, and then Roman's going to hit the big time spear, or hit the Superman punch, and really knock out that piece of shit Logan Paul. 1, 2, 3, and Roman will retain the unified title and continue on his long, historic reign as champ. And the next time he defends it will probably be at the Royal Rumble against who? Don't know. Could be Bray Wyatt, could be Killer Cross, could be AJ Styles. I guess we'll have to find out probably either this Monday night on Raw or next Friday night on SmackDown. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What's your predictions for the Royal Rumble? The Crown Jewel, I should say, not Royal Rumble. What's your predictions for Crown Jewel? Put it in the comment section down below. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching TSL 41. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown and Rampage. But until then, adios. Peace.